All right, I am back yet again. That's 2 days in a row. I am jumping into Droid Tycoon 2 times. But there's too much going on, and I had too much to do to prepare for CB-23. So he releases in like almost exactly 1 hour from now. So I'll jump in a little bit early. Let me change my lobby. We'll go to public. I jumped in there just to clean up some stuff. We'll just clean up some stuff and we'll be ready to purchase him as soon as he is available. Although we have a pretty much a confirmed, guaranteed idea of what he will deliver, we kind of need to test him out and see if he is going to live up to all of the hype. So we know he's going to give us potentially NovaCrystals, and he will give us chips, both which are very valuable. So one of the people that jumped on my stream earlier today somehow managed to get him a couple days early. He doesn't even know how. He was just able to buy him in the shop. So he picked them up and he posted a video, Mr. Monkey. He posted a video on his YouTube channel. And he showed us it was a 90% chance you'll get chips, a 10% chance you will get NovaCrystals, and it's a 20-minute mission. So we know that. We'll see. I think it's worth putting him on one of the stations, and we'll figure out how he's gonna play out. I'm very curious. And he runs a faster mission as well. He should run the same 4 and a bit minutes that BB-8 runs, so that should be nice as well. They didn't decide to bless me with any Beskar droids on those missions. I don't think I'm going to craft this guy up. We'll just leave him out here for now. All right, let's take a look and see what I need. Let's go check out CB. Where is he at? He's way over here now. All right, so it should be 1 hour from now we pick him up. Yeah, 57 minutes and 6 seconds exactly, it says. Perfect. I am ready. Got my 78 NovaCrystals, so I just got a few more than I need to have. So I think for the next hour while we're waiting, I'm just going to grind out. I got to find this B2 Heavy. I have a B2 Heavy, but he is the low-level common default version, and I don't know if I want to bring him all the way up to diamond with first. I don't even know if I have enough chips for that, but because he is an epic droid, I've got way more credits than I need to rebirth. I need 20, so maybe we'll look at getting a pickaxe upgrade as well. I need 63 for that, means I need 83 total, which shouldn't be a big deal. I should get that off my missions over the next little bit. It looks like I just missed the Beskars off of here. All right, maybe it's time for me to purchase another one of my iconic droids. I haven't purchased all of them yet. Where's my low guy on the totem pole here? I think that's it. Yeah, I think it is. 2.49. Do I need this guy, the Mecha Droid, in the next little bit? Actually, where am I at? 14? I think I'm already past the Mecha Droid. I need him. No, I need him next round. No, not the next round. When do I need him? Mecha Droid 17. So I do need him. So maybe we'll just put a... Who don't I need? Got 1 amp walker. Maybe I'll replace this guy instead. They're fairly close and I've already got one. I better get BB-8 so we can get a few more credits. Or chips. All right. Sell this guy off. I think I got a few other guys I can sell off here as well. I'm using that guy. I can sell this guy because I've got another one already there. I need those two guys. Do I need a B1 heavy? It does not look like it. I think I'm done with him, so let's sell him off as well. Who am I going to purchase next? I think I'll get the DJ Rex. I always forget to unequip my companion. Put you to work. Let's go take a look at our battle base as well and see. We might just put Mr. Bones in here somewhere as well. I think I'm just going to sell this guy off. Oh no, he's half decent. Isn't that what I need, or it's B2 heavy I need? No, I do need this guy, I think. Yeah, I need him for this round. I don't think I need long shot anymore, or at all. So you'll be the guy we sell. Work you. We'll put a hat on you and we'll put you in the lounge. Alright, let's go get Mr. Bones. That'll get all my good droids up and working. There we go. Alright, that should bring in a few more credits than I was making before. Yeah, they're up at 18, which is perfect. That's quite a bit better than I was doing before. Let me just make sure I don't sell him. There we go. All right, let me see how much it's going to cost, at least to go up one level with this guy. Maybe we do chip him up, but I don't have very many chips, so he better be cheap. Yeah, I should be able to do that, huh? All right, let's put you back in the lounge. And since I got way more credits than I need, I think I will just smash the scrap table for a little bit and buy the next pickaxe upgrade. Ooh, he should be alright. Oh, no, he's garbage. What am I thinking? I see Beskar and I automatically think he's got to be good, and then they just turn out to be garbage anyways. I think I'm going to just sell off these guys. Scrap them off. Try not to make it as messy as it was this morning. It's my reminder to make sure I don't miss the event. Had to set myself an alarm. Do I need this guy? I don't really want to craft him up. I don't think I do. Not this round, at least. There's one round where you need Strike Orb several times, but this isn't the round you need him in. Alright, we'll just collect everything here. Sure It'll only be a few minutes and we'll have enough for the pickaxe upgrade. I'll get the pickaxe and I'll rebirth to 15. And then I'll grind out some credits. I don't think you need to buy. I didn't ask Mr. Monkey when he showed us his CB-23 this morning, but I don't think you have to buy the mission. As soon as you plug him in, he's good to go. He really lucked out. I'm a little bit jealous that he managed. I don't know. I think there was some glitches with the time, and sometimes it showed that you only needed to wait 8 minutes, and then it would flash back for some people, and he must have hit it just at the right time when there was a glitch and he was able to buy it. He said it didn't. He bought it 2 days ago, but he said it didn't actually start functioning and working, and he couldn't do the secret mission until today, though. Hey, Dark Knight, you're still at it. You took a break, or you're still grinding away? Hey, Chaotix, welcome back. I think that's enough to get this. No, 63, I need a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's been a long day, man. I've got 78 as well. That's where I'm sitting. Yeah, so Dark Knight, we do know what the secret mission is. On my stream earlier today, one of the guys that was following, Mr. Monkey, he actually posted it on his YouTube, Mr. Monkey, but he shared it with us. For some reason, he had a glitch and he was able to buy it 2 days ago, and then the actual mission came live today. And it gives you a 90% chance that you'll get chips and a 10% chance you'll get NovaCrystals. And he said that he got two, in one of his missions, he did get NovaCrystals, 2 of them. And I saw somebody post something from one of the devs that said it would be 2 NovaCrystals. So you get a 10% chance to get 2 NovaCrystals. The other 90 is chips. And he was around Rebirth 12, and he said he was getting anywhere from 10 to 25 chips in a 20-minute run. And what else did he say? Yeah, 20 minutes, 90% chips, 10 to 25 of them, and 2 NovaCrystals. And I think it's also iconic droid, so it looked like he does the faster runs. So like, if you wanted to do the 6-minute mission, it's only 4 and a bit for him, just like it is for BB-8. It's quite a bit faster on those. So if you weren't trying to get chips with either one of them, you could put 2 of those two on there, and you could be getting the Beskar runs 2 minutes faster than everything else. Just, I guess, increasing your chance of getting more Beskar droids if you got BB-8 and him running. And I imagine when R2-D2 comes out, you could put 3 of them on there and have 3 fast missions, just increasing the amount of runs you're doing, meaning you increase the amount of chances you get for Beskar. But I like it. At least he's a functional droid. You can put him somewhere and he actually has a bonus that goes along with him, which is nice. So say I'm gonna pick him up and then I'll stay on for a couple hours and I think he's worthwhile for the person. It's hard to say. I mean, statistically, if you only get 2 NovaCrystals 10% of the time, that means every 10 missions, that's every 3 hours and 20 minutes, roughly. So, you're not getting a huge amount of NovaCrystals, but that's still I mean, if you're doing a session, you're probably going to get 2 NovaCrystals, which is double what you get on your daily quest, so that's not too bad. Plus, I mean, extra chips isn't too bad. I mean, I don't know how many chips I get in 20 minutes off the scrap bench, but it's probably maybe 50, but you got to sit here banging on this thing all the time. And right now, there's not much else for me to do, but early game, that could be super handy. Yeah, I think he would definitely be a droid that I would be buying very soon after doing a super rebirth and put him to work. All right, we're well over halfway to leveling up. It's not quite. I mean, it's just after 8 o'clock p.m. But where I live, it's super bright still. It doesn't get dark here until almost 10 o'clock. So it's got a long long day here. So it doesn't feel like night, at least. I look out the window, it's still sunny and blue skies and nice. More missions finish up yet. A couple of them. I don't have balanced droids up there. I lived in Australia for a while, and it was even more bizarre because when I fly home to Canada, you could actually go back in time. I could fly from Australia and arrive in Vancouver like almost exactly the same time. You'd be flying for like 20-something hours. I mean, you have a layover somewhere in the middle, but you'd fly for 20-something hours and pretty much land almost the exact same time that you took off. But then on the way back, you end up losing a day. So you take off on like a Monday and you land on a Wednesday. At least here, when I fly home, I fly the opposite way. I don't go over the international date boundary, so it's not as shocking. All right, that should be enough for me to super rebirth again. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. When you look at a time zone map too, just how none of the lines are straight. You kind of understand why they would go around country boundaries, but there's some weird deviations in it. And then don't get me started on North America and their daylight savings time. Most of the places I've lived now don't have daylight savings time. And they haven't for a while. And even Western Canada now dropped daylight savings time. This was the last year when they changed this spring. That's it. They won't change again. So no more daylight savings time, at least. But most of the world doesn't do a daylight savings time. It's always really annoying for me because I mean half the year I'm like previously half the year I was 11 hours difference with my family, and then the other half of the year I was 12 hours difference with my family. And of course you end up calling them at some bizarre time because you forget. All right, man, look at that. I've got everything I need already. I just need cash. And I opened up another astromech, so I guess I think it's gonna be just a boring round of smashing this thing. That's all right. I'll open up that astromech and then I'll have a spot for CB-23. We got 40 more minutes. Yeah, well, hold on. Yeah, is my PlayStation, I don't know if my PlayStation ID is the same or not. Oh, hold on. can't talk right now. I gotta run and see if anything good shows up. Oh no, but I'll take Ball Core. He's kind of crap, but he's one of my missing flawless, so I'll take him. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if my PlayStation ID is the same ID though. Let me think about that. I don't know if I've changed my PlayStation ID or if it's the same as this. No flawless. Let me check my... I'm just going to back out to my main one. It's going to pause the broadcast for 1 second here, probably. There we are. We're back now. Yeah, you can. It's the same user ID as my Fortnite one as well. But I don't really play much else other than Fortnite games. Anyways, it's about the only thing. If you're on Fortnite, you'll probably find me. That's about all I'm ever playing most of the time. So I'm pretty excited. Like I went for lunch and I started watching a bunch of videos because I kind of, like, I don't mind streaming from my PlayStation. I'm completely new at this, right? I've only been doing it for a short period of time. But I kind of wanted to up my game a little bit and have some options because it's pretty clunky to just stream from your PlayStation because you can't set up your stream in advance. Even if you set up your stream in advance, the PlayStation just starts its own stream. It doesn't tap into the one you sent before. So it's a little bit clunky setting everything up and doing it. So I thought maybe I'll go ahead and try to stream through a third-party software. And I went and looked, did a bunch of Googling, and there was like an online software where you didn't need any hardware or anything. But it's too clunky because you can't stream to YouTube. You have to stream to Twitch, and then this online software picks up that stream and then rebroadcasts it to YouTube. And there was like a huge delay on it. It was like a minute or more almost in delay. So it was a brutal delay. So that wasn't going to work for me. So then I started doing some research and it looks like I need to get myself a capture card. So I ordered one of those and it should be here in a couple days. But of course I couldn't just get a capture card. Then I had to get a freaking fancy HDMI cable to go with it because my computer is not close to my TV where my current setup is. But now I have to learn OBS Studio. So I watched a bunch of videos on OBS Studio at lunch, and it doesn't actually look as hard as it does. Once you see the videos, it looks like it's actually pretty easy. But it's gonna be a big learning curve in the next couple of weeks as I try to figure that out. But at least it'll give me a few more options on what I can do with my streaming. Look a little bit more professional at least. At least I can put up like a loading screen rather than just watching me stand in the lobby while I set everything up. Yeah, that's totally what I'm doing just to do it. I tried a few times streaming a couple things when I was playing Lego Fortnite. And then I streamed to Twitch a few times. Nobody watches me on Twitch, so it's the perfect spot. I mean, nobody ever watches me. I literally just, somebody pops in, spams me with some stream bot thing to check something out, and then they just bail out anyways. So it's a perfect place to just practice. Although I just end up talking to myself because there's nobody there, so nobody to chat with you and nobody to talk to. It'd be really nice if they had a future upgrade to buy Beskars here. I think that would be brilliant. Yeah, I never really watched Twitch either. I just, same thing. I watch it when there's a Twitch drop, and then I'll go in and watch the hour and a half, put it on in the background while I'm playing something, and get my skin or whatever they're going to give me as a reward. Yeah, it would be nice. I don't think they're going to... Well, who knows? You never know what they're going to do. I mean, they're not directly Epic. They might eventually let them out. I never know, because with Epic's game model of always wanting to incentivize people to join or buy right away, and that fear of missing out, I don't know how much pressure they put on these guys to follow the same model. I'm sure they must have had some sort of I don't know about a contract, but from what I understand, I mean, it's only a couple guys working on this, developing it, but there was some support from Epic on it, and I'm sure they must have had some permission with all the Star Wars theme and everything else, right? So I'm sure there's some sort of collaboration, so they're following some of their guidelines for that. I actually need to jump in there and see if I can make my own game of some sort. Nothing as complex as this. I think there's a lot of math and algorithms go in behind this one, but... Alright, we should be able to buy that other droid station up there. You know what another mission station means? Is another 10 billion in order to unlock the long mission. Although I don't really need to worry about that, because I'm gonna put CB-23 over there. I'm not gonna, unless his mission costs me something, I'm not gonna be running anything else on it except that anyways. So maybe I'll put this guy on the bench as well. He's a good earner. Yeah, it would also incentivize people to play the game more, because you're going to have to super rebirth more, earn more crystals to buy the skins as well, the paint, and I don't think I would spend any crystals on that little hat that you get for Mr. Bones, but the skins are all the paint decor is all right. So many of these. Should go take a look around and see if anybody else has got any good stuff outside their base. No, it's just me. No, I don't think I'm going to waste any time grinding up the diamond ones. What do I got in my lobby too? Okay, well I got a good lobby at least. Not a bunch of people killing. I mean, they're all relatively new. It doesn't look like anybody is ever super rebirthed, honestly. I would say not, actually. Let's just take a look and see. Definitely not. Oh, there's one. He's super rebirth. What about these guys on this end? Oh yeah, okay, there's a few in here. Okay, only one completely new. Everybody else is at least super rebirth one time. I don't know, like, how many do I have down now? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I don't know if they disappear. We'll see here shortly, but I think even outside your base they'll disappear. So how do I make so much from chopping? So what you need to do is you need to super rebirth. And when you see super rebirth, go to the Nova shop. And inside the Nova shop, there is this perk. I'll show you right now. So you can't do it until you super rebirth. You come down to your workshop tab, and over here on the top right, it's the one called scrap value. So it's expensive right now, but the first one, I don't remember how much it was, honestly, but it was like maybe 25 NovaCrystals or something like that. So you can check it out. You can do, even if you haven't super rebirthed, go into the shop and see how much it costs and make sure you get enough before you super rebirth. Hands down, 100% the best upgrade you can get from the NovaCrystals, because what it's giving you at the start is 0.5 of what your entire base. So let's say you're 0.5 of a second. So let's say your whole entire base was making 100,000 a second. You would be getting 50,000 a second, or 50,000 every time you scrapped the lowest level of scrap. It doubles for the gold, it triples for the diamond, and it quadruples for the rainbow. So hands down, scrap value is the best bang for your buck. So when you super rebirth, go grab that. And you can see how many crystals you're going to get from the super rebirth on this side. Like when you go in there, it'll tell you. Right now, if I was to do it, I would get 29 crystals. So just make sure that you don't super rebirth until you have enough crystals to get that scrap value one. The other one I would say that's super useful for you is this rebirth droid alert. It was fairly cheap, but when a droid you need for that current level you're working on pops up on the belt and you don't already have it, it gives you an alert on the right side of your screen. That's super helpful as well. So those are the two that I would highly suggest you grab. They are game changers. Because you can see right now, even right now, just the base models, I'm making like 140 million for each base one. This one here is like almost 300 million. The diamonds and the rainbows even more, right? It'll totally change your game. Now look at that, almost $500 million off the diamond, and I'll get, if I'm $500 million on the diamond, I'll be like almost $750 million off the rainbow, a little less. 650 or something like that, it'll be 700. Definitely well worth it though, man. But if you're still grinding up, then I wouldn't suggest you go too much past 18. After that, it really becomes a grind. So head up towards 18. 18 gives you 56 crystals. That's definitely enough to buy both of those perks, I'm pretty sure, and have a few extra ones left over if you want to spend them on something else. There's a couple other little cheap ones in there, but it doesn't take too long, and everything in the Nova shop becomes very expensive. All right, what do we got left now? 26 minutes or so. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the rainbow was 1.33 billion. It's huge. Get a few of those rainbows on there, it's nice. I'll wait until a few more of them. I got all sorts of different caliber droids on my mission, so they all finish at different times right now. I think 2 of them finish about the same, but the other 2 finish a little bit apart from everything else. I'm not going to be able to count my blueprints because everybody's coming over and grabbing my blueprints, which is fine as well. I mean, that's why they're out there, but it'd be hard to count them if everybody's got them all. Oh, it is 25 for the first one? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was around 25, which is fairly affordable. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think somebody took one there as well. Try to keep my eye out there and see if I'll go collect these things and we'll come back down. Right now my scrap station is at level 3. And it would be level 4 if I wasn't saving up for CB-23 today. Because that would be the next thing I think I would go for. It makes such a difference. Like the first time after super rebirthing that I moved up, I think it took me about 4 hours. No, 24 minutes still he's available. It took me about 4 hours to get up to about rebirth 12 or so, and this morning it took me about 2.5 hours now that I'm at level 3 scrap value. It makes a massive difference. It's huge. Yeah, 24 minutes. It's such a bizarre time to release him as well. I don't know why they did it. Like, okay, the weekend they originally had it planned, that kind of made sense. But even right now, I mean, it's my evening, which is fine for me, but to be releasing CB-23 in North America's morning, it seems like such a bizarre time. So many people are at work. You know, when you don't want to have blueprints, you get tons. When I do want to have some to see how many I got here. Oh yeah, one just disappeared there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to spread them out here so I can see. But as soon as I drop that one disappeared. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 I've got down there. So let's just take that last one. We'll put it inside my base. And I'm pretty sure it's going to disappear as well. It won't be the next one to disappear, but I think 10 doesn't matter where you are. You just get 10 only. In the base, out of the base. I got to do a test as well here. Maybe I'll look and see if I got 2 of those droids that are the same. Because somebody on my stream earlier showed me where you can actually hit the weak spot on the crafting benches, and they thought it was faster. Somebody said it's not faster, but there's only one way to tell, and I need to do a test with 2 identical droids and see if it actually goes faster or not. Maybe we'll compare it. Is there 2 out there that aren't ridiculous, that are identical? I don't want any that are too long. I don't think... I got B1 heavy and B1 heavy. I got 2 B1 heavies. Let's do the test. Let me take one. We'll just throw it off to the side for right now. Let's grab that other B1 heavy. All right, so I am going to get my stopwatch out. Okay, I'm gonna throw this guy on the bench and hit the stopwatch, and I'm not gonna use any gold splash. I'm not going to do anything and just hit it normally on the bench, and we'll see how long it takes to craft him down. And then we'll try the other way they showed me, where you can actually hit the weak spot of the bench and see if it actually speeds anything up. Then I'll know definitively. It seems like if you're going to hit a weak spot on something, it would kind of make sense that you should be able to speed up the process, but I'm not convinced until I test it. And I didn't really like hitting it on the side either. I mean, it's pretty easy to do and hit the weak spot, but I didn't like standing there, because when you stand on the right side there, you can't see the timer, so you have no idea how much longer. Well, you got a rough idea based on how much the droid has been constructed, but you can't actually see the timer, so you don't know when it's going to end exactly. We'll see. No, you're not allowed to buy them for another 20 minutes or so. I just checked a little bit ago, and it was 20 more minutes. Well, it was, at that time it was still a little longer, but it'll be on the hour coming up. But we do know what he does. One of the people that was watching my stream earlier today, somehow 2 days ago, they went over and checked on him, and they were actually able to buy him. He didn't do anything until today, and then today he became active, and he was able to use him on the astromech station and do missions. So we know that he runs an astromech missions faster, the same as if you put BB-8 up there, like that 6-minute mission. BB-8 does it like a little over 4. He will do the missions faster as well. And then we know that he's got an extra mission that's attached, that it's a secret mission just for him only if he's on the astromech station. And it takes about 20 minutes to run that one. And it gives you a 90% chance you're going to get credits. And he said he was at Rebirth 12, and he was getting anywhere between 10 and 25, or not credits, chips. Anywhere between 10 and 25 chips every 20 minutes. And he did get NovaCrystals once, and he got 2 NovaCrystals in the run. If you can write it down so you can translate it. Yeah, let me 1 second. Let me just jump up to my computer, and I will give me 1 minute, and I'll finish this droid, and then I'll run up to my computer and I'll write it down for you. I just want I'm timing how long this guy takes, so I just want to make sure I get that one right. So it took, now we're only 30 minutes. It's going to take about a little under 4 minutes to craft him this way. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Monkey, you're on right now. Oh, you got 40 chips once. So there's Mr. Monkey in the comments. He's the one that managed to pick up CB-23 2 days ago. He's the luckiest monkey in all of Droid Tycoon. He got an early release ahead of everybody else. You can actually go see him if you go to his channel, Mr. Monkey, his YouTube channel. He actually put up a 30-second video. You can go check it out and see the video of CB-23. All right, it took about 3 minutes and 52 seconds. So let me just go write that out for you. I will just be 1 second here. There you go. That's what he gives. Let me just find my BB-8 and we'll sell this guy off. Put you back in the lounge. All right. Let's grab the other one. So 3 minutes and 52, so just shy of 4 minutes. We'll throw this guy on and we'll see how long he takes. All right, and we throw him on and start. And we'll hit this weak spot and see if it makes any difference at all. It sounds like it makes more difference. I like to hear that bouncy sound when you hit the weak spot. No, not yet. You got another 14 minutes before you can buy him. He's almost out. And that, honestly, that's what I was kind of thinking too. I mean, if you're not wanting to go for the NovaCrystals and stuff, if you, especially with R2-D2 coming out, you could essentially have 3 iconic droids running Astro missions. And if you got the 10 billion mission, they'd be running it just over 4 minutes. That means that it's like 2/3 the time. So that just increases how often you potentially could get a Beskar run as well. So it may be better just to do that, right? You just put them on there and do the 10-minute ones a little bit faster. Okay, so you got 2 and then you got 1. Okay, so 1 to 2 NovaCrystals. That's good to know as well, Mr. Monkey. Thank you very much. Can't tell. I don't want to look up and see how far done he is. I'm just want to make sure I just keep hitting that weak spot and see if it'll actually make any difference. All right, that's about half the time. Yeah, that's a long time. That's what I was thinking too. With there's that perk where you can buy 2 daily missions, but if you buy 2 daily missions for 75 crystals, I mean theoretically that would be 75 days. Now, if you do a super rebirth, you can do the mission twice in 1 day, but still you're going to spend 75 crystals, and it's going to take you, let's say, 50 days to make it back. I'm not so sure I'll be this dedicated to Droid Tycoon in 50 days. Who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe I'll be here in 6 months, but at some point the novelty is going to wear off. I think I'll stick it around at least until I get my 50 flawless, man. I want my base all lit up. Oh yeah, I made dinner right before I started here, so I got that out of the way. So that's 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I don't think it speeds it up at all. I think it feels like it might speed it up because it vibrates my controller a bit more and it makes that bouncing sound, but I don't think it's any faster. No, I didn't take a look. I thought it was always it was 15% for rainbows and 5% for Beskar. They changed that. I know that they put out a release this morning. It should end in... It ended at the exact same time, so it is not any faster. Okay, that question is answered. Well, let's take a look. I know they put out an update on it. Now mine still says 15 for the rainbow, 5 for the Beskar, and 80% credit, so that hasn't changed. But like right now, let's go grab BB-8 for 2 reasons. I'll sell off that droid and we'll throw BB-8 in there as well. But sell the droid first. Get rid of this guy. But if we throw BB-8 in here, and all the iconics, well, not all the iconics, only the Astromech iconics should have the faster time. But you throw him in there, he's only 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So, well, you haven't got any legendaries. I just got a legendary not that long ago. It wasn't a good one, it was crap, but I got a legendary. I got, not a legendary Beskar. Sorry, I didn't get a legendary. I got a Beskar. I'm not high enough to be getting legendary Beskars. You got to be up in like 21 or 22 to start getting them off these missions, I think. But But if you get R2D2, you had this CB-23 and maybe BB-8 if you don't need chips, you could be running 3 missions in 4 minutes and 17 seconds, which would just increase your odds of getting the Beskar in there, which would be nice. Let's get these guys all running again. All right, we haven't got very long here. This is the station I've reserved for. Actually, I think I'm gonna reserve this station. Move you down to the other one, and I'll reserve this station for CB-23. Right at the front. Oh, that means I gotta unlock all these. That's fine. I need to unlock them anyways. I'll run you on the long mission there. Go collect the list of. So what do we got now? What, about 7 minutes? Let's go check and see. Maybe he releases early. I doubt it, but who knows? Mr. Monkey got him 2 days early. Just 1 second. Somebody's at my door here. Nope, not at my door. At the neighbor's door. Wasn't expecting anybody, so 7 minutes, 56 seconds. So what I find, my perception, because this is, I'm on my I'm rank 7 or rank 8, so I've done it several times. I've gone up to 23 once, and I've gone up to 21 once, and the other times are 18 and 19. And I have the same perception, whether it's Rainbow or whether it's the Beskars, that as I move up, the level of the droids you receive from those missions tend to mirror or escalate as you go up. So early on when I'm doing those missions, like right now, I haven't really got any legendary rainbows yet off these missions either. I'm mainly getting some rares, but mainly I'm getting epic rainbows right now. And the Beskars I'm getting tend to be rare or common right now. But as I get up towards like 18, I start to get almost exclusively rainbow legendaries, and my Beskars start to move up into the epic category. And then when I was up towards 23, like when I was at Rebirth 23 the first time, I was getting more legendaries with a few epics in there. So I don't know if it's based on the level of your base, like your rebirth level, or if it's based on the collective amount of droids you have in your base, or maybe it's a combination of the two. I'm not sure what their algorithm is, but I'm fairly confident that it is based on the rebirth level or the total calculated credits per second of your base. Looking for the words. All right, so even if this mission costs... Mr. Monkey, did this mission cost anything? Are you still there? Did it cost you, or was it just automatically free once you bought the droid? Yeah, because like right now I'm not getting a whole lot of good stuff off those missions. It's kind of like a goofy section, but I get a little bit higher and I start to get more, which I think right now I've been grinding basically just to get NovaCrystals and buy things. But at some point I'm going to hunt the rest of the flawless, and I think what I'll do is I'll just get up around level 19 and I won't even rebirth. I'll just sit there, run these missions, and try to get in as many of the epics that I get. I mean, it's going to take a while, right? I mean, they don't come easy, but at least with the Beskar droids, you got a 1 in 100 chance of getting your flawless. And just run the missions till I get a few more, and then move up one level and do that. But I'm in no rush at this point. I've still got several things I want to buy out of the Nova shop, and that's going to take me several rebirths still as well. Yeah, because I don't think the extra Like if you spend a long day, maybe you get 4 or 5 NovaCrystals off of CB-23, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's necessarily worth it just to run them on that. But if you need chips, it might be all right, a worthwhile investment. Okay, we should have less than 5 minutes now. Better keep checking. I don't want to miss them. I mean, I'm not going to miss them, of course, but we shouldn't have to wait any longer than we want to. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, huh? Getting close. All right, I might even be able to super rebirth by the time. No, I don't think I'm going to. I want to make sure I got lots of credits. Just in case I have to buy it, because you might be right, Dark Knight. You might have to buy it, and if you do, I want to have a bunch there. I probably can't have a droid equipped with me at the same time, so we might have to put the droid in parking here. Should be right around 2 minutes now. I think I'm almost at the requirement I need for my super rebirth as well. What I need, 52 billion for this one. All right, let's head back over there. Let's park you in the lounge. Two minutes, 12 seconds. Okay. It felt like it was more than that time I was on the bench, but all right. This way I'll be set. If he doesn't cost anything, I'll have all the credits to super rebirth anyways. All right, there's all my missions. Let's rerun them. See, I'm still at the point where I'm getting lots of epics in the rainbow variety, and when I do get the best cards, they're commons, maybe rares. They're not that great. Is that all 4 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right, let's head back. It's more than enough to rebirth, but we won't, just in case I need those credits. All right, what is he gonna cost? 54 seconds. It doesn't keep counting down. You got to keep logging in, checking them out. 47 seconds. 40. We'll give it like 10 here. I don't want to cause anybody to have epileptic seizures as I flash off and on with that. 30 seconds. $18 left. We're getting there, almost there. Eight seconds. Zero minutes, 0 seconds. All right, we can buy them. Here we go. We're purchasing them. CB-23. No, what are you doing? That's not what I wanted. I can't even figure out how to purchase them here. Look, there we go. Buy you. Buy you. Why is it not letting me buy them? Yes. Buy him. Done. Purchase complete. All right. Let me just take that. Okay. He is my droid. Let's take a good look at him. Oh, he looks exactly like I would expect him to look. All right. 15% per second, just like all the other droids. Special astromech mission. Well, let's put him to work. This is the only station I got open, so he should automatically take that one. All right, let's see what he gives us here. Astromech mission. All right, so it is free, the Astromech mission. Just exactly like Mr. Monkey showed, it is a 90% on chips and 10% on the NovaCrystals. 19 minutes, and he does have the fast time like everybody else. So let's put him to work. And we'll see what he does in 20 minutes. And I didn't have to spend anything else. I guess if you're going to spend 75 NovaCrystals on him, you shouldn't have to spend anything else, right? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Mr. Monkey isn't the only one that managed to get him early, right? I mean, he got him 2 days. He got him 2 days early, and he said today it started to release the awards. So, all right, we are moving up to the next level, and I unlocked another worker station. And what do I need? Okay, I need a gold cycle grav and a default opti strike. That should be fairly easy to get. There's my gold cycle grav, and there's a diamond opti strike. So I got everything I need. Well, I'm going to take that. Might as well take a better one, right? Why would I take the gold when I can get a diamond? Except I don't have 240 million, but I will in a second here. Yeah, you sure can. You can try and join me here. Let me grab this guy, and then I'll take you back to my base and show you my username here. There's my username there, GrindGeek with a dash in the middle. So almost the same as my YouTube, but I had to stick a dash in the middle because the one without a dash was not available. So if you look me up there and send me a request. Yeah, you can take whatever blueprints. You can take whatever blueprints you need off me, man. All right, so you sent me a request. Let me invite you in here and see. There you go. I invited you in. Yeah, anybody that's here is more than welcome to take my stuff. That's why I throw them all out front. We'll see. I'm curious with the chips as well. I think I'm just going to dedicate them and leave them running. I mean, I won't be on here. I mean, I'll be on here for like another 2 hours or so. I'll probably play tonight, and we'll see how we do. I'll compare it, and we'll see how many chips we're going to get. We'll see how many chips we get over that time, if I do get any NovaCrystals. But I tend to align with you a little bit for NovaCrystals, right? Because, I mean, how long is it going to take in I mean, if you just went purely by the numbers, it's going to take you 3 hours and 20 minutes to get one NovaCrystal award. Let's say the maximum is 2 crystals. So it's going to take you, like if you take 3 hours and 20 minutes, I mean, it'd be a pretty long day if you played 7 hours on this game and you get a chance of getting 4 NovaCrystals at the most. It's going to take you a long time. A long time to pay it back. It might be, they definitely might be better places to spend those NovaCrystals than on that 75. But since I'm doing all right with the scrap bench, yeah, man, Dark Knight, you can join for sure. There's 3 open spots in my lobby right now, so you can jump on in, man. So I'll go look at these guys crafted up, and then it should be fairly quick to move up to the next level, but I do need, it's starting to get a little steeper now. I need, what, 130 billion for the next one. Should be using these splash juices as well. Well, I'm glad I tested it and it's not any faster to beat on the side of the bench, because I really didn't like standing at the side of the bench. So now I definitively know that that doesn't actually do anything. And even on a 20-minute mission, the other side of it is I never make it back there all the time as soon as the mission ends, right? So you get distracted by something in that 20-minute mission, you don't go back there until it's 30 minutes, and then you lost 10 more minutes on it. So yeah, I mean, you'd be lucky in 4 hours probably to get 10 missions, which means two NovaCrystals every 4 hours. It's going to take a long time to pay back. But the other side of it is, if you don't think of all the NovaCrystals, he's also racking up huge amounts of credits right now while he sits there, right? Like Mr. Bones over here is making 18,000 a second, and he'll be making the same up top there. So they're my highest producing. Oh, I won't let you join. Let me do this. I'm going to back out. Let me just make sure I've got everything picked up. I'll back out to the lobby, and then we can jump back in again, because sometimes it, like I notice when people leave and they don't come back in, it sometimes is closing down the server, I think. So, all right, let me back out to the lobby here and we can jump in again. And don't worry, I'll have more blueprints here shortly. I'll start hitting on that craft bench and we'll have lots of blueprints. You can pick those up. All right. Oh, don't worry, man. I'll just go straight to my crafting bench, and there'll be more droids on the ground in a few minutes. Don't be sad. They'll be there. It takes no time at all. The front of my base always looks like a mess. Droids everywhere. When Dark Knight and I were playing this morning, he was working on my crafting bench, and I was working on his, because it gives both of you credits essentially. If you got a friend in the same game as you should always work on their crafting bench, because both of you get credits. It always works out better. So I'll come over to you guys' crafting benches, and I'll come over to your crafting benches, and I'll just hit on that for a while. You'll get all the credits, and I'll just throw droids out front here, and you can just pick up whatever you want, man. It doesn't take very long. Yeah, I guess it was for you last night. Me this morning. Did you guys leave, or did I leave? We're still in the same game, though. I don't know, it looks like you left my party, but that doesn't matter. We're all in the same lobby anyway, so it's... So can I ask though, do you have scrap blueprints as one of your perks on the from the NovaCrystals, or you don't have scrap blueprints yet? Because if you don't have scrap blueprints, I won't get them off your bench. So maybe I will go to it. If you're looking for blueprints. Oh yeah, there's 6 people in our lobby right now. That's why somebody's got to bump out. Hey guys, can we back out of this lobby and then Dark Knight can join as well, and we'll just go into a private lobby with the 4 of us. I'm backing out to the lobby now. If you guys want to back out here, we can just join up there, and then we can just jump into a private lobby, and then we don't have to worry about everybody. I'll just wait for these guys. There we go. 1, 2. All right, there we go. This way we're not going to get any grief or hassle. That'll be perfect. 4 people is enough that it helps out a lot. Dark Knight, how much are you grinding for now in credits? Where are you at? You going for the 2 trillion, or do you super rebirth? Okay, there's you guys. All right. Okay, I'll hit on my own scrap bench for a little bit here. I'll do my missions. Oh, you're level 12 already. I'll do my missions here, and then I'll scrap on my bench, and there'll be a bunch of blueprints out there really soon. It doesn't take very long at all. We should be another 5 minutes or so, and we'll get our first CB-23 mission done. Now you can use your mic. I won't hear it in here though. You can probably talk with the other guys, but I've got like the mic and stuff muted on this, so there's no game chat on my end, but you can go ahead and use your mic. I just won't hear it from my side. You know, the good thing is all 3 of us are hitting it too, and a blueprint comes up, everybody gets the blueprint at the same time. It adds up even faster that way. So you watch, now there won't be a blueprint for 10 minutes. That's always the way it is, huh? When I don't want blueprints, I get them non-stop, and when we're looking for a blueprint, nothing pops out. Getting lots of chips though. Yeah, I think they tap into the game audio so they know what I'm saying and they know that it's they know what I'm looking for, so they intentionally just troll me. On the good side, I'm getting lots of credits. Be able to have an extra spot here and put BB-8 to work in a second. And I can't believe I haven't got one blueprint yet. Oh, there we go. There you are. Feel free to take whatever blueprints you need. I don't tend to chase the blueprints too much. I do like the bare minimums in order to get enough credits and to level up. Because I'm only going to go 2 more levels anyways. I'm going to get to 18 and that'll be it, and I'll be rebirthing again. It should be just a minute or two and we should get our first CB mission done. You gotta take a look. I think I still need an Opti Strike as well, so I might pull one of these if it's an Opti Strike. But I'll let you guys do that one. I'm gonna come over to yours because I know that Dark Knight, because I know that you get good blueprints off yours as well. Maybe yours is a little luckier. I'll get more blueprints from you than I would do for myself. All right, about 1 minute or so, we should be getting the mission done for CB-23. I'm expecting 2 NovaCrystals off the first run. We'll start making it pay for itself. It's going to be perfect timing. About the same time that the CB-23 is done, I should be able to buy that extra worker slot as well. Oh, sweet. I needed that. Oh, no, I don't need this guy. There's another one. So down at this end, guys, I got a Diamond B2RP and there's a default R7. And Dark Knight picked up a B2 Heavy default as well. There's a legendary rainbow on the belt right now if anybody wants it as well. What is there? A bunch of these. Oh, I want that guy. There's a BB9 here as well if anybody wants that. Okay, 23 more seconds on the CB-23. I predict NovaCrystals rolling in for the next 2 hours. All right, let's see what he's going to give me. All right, moment of truth. 25 chips off of that one. So 25 on the first one. It would have been nice if they just gave everybody NovaCrystals, but let's run them again. 19 minutes, 38 seconds. We'll run them again. All right, and I got another blueprint for out front here. Put you to work. I need credits more than I need chips at this point. Got a mono walker there, I got the cyclograv there, and I need... Let's get this guy finished up out of the way. I think I still need the Opti Strike, but just a default one. I should be able to pull him up somewhere. Yeah, and I think that's about mid-range, because Mr. Monkey said on the low end he got 10, on the high end he got 40. So it's a bit mid-range. I was hoping they would give me NovaCrystals right off the start and make me feel like I was a winner, but no such luck. You got a Opti Strike? That's what I need, an Opti Strike. Oh, don't worry, we'll get another one here shortly, I think. I level up one more time here, I'll start to see the legendaries show up in my 6-minute missions. And I throw most of them out as well. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you. You guys a few more there. I have to craft up these couple droids, but it's just a bit of a long grind now to 130. What do I need? I think I've got most of my other requirements, because I think I got an R7 rainbow already. I got a B2RP rainbow already. I've got that. BB9 gold. I think I have that. I think I'm pretty good for the next 2 levels. I don't think I need much in the way of droids. So it should be semi-quick. A lot of time on the scrap bench though, I think, unfortunately. But at least it'll give me time. Over 2 hours, I should be able to run 6 missions, and we'll see if we get any NovaCrystals in 2 hours. I mean, statistically, it's a 50-50 chance. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I do use a mic, but when I'm streaming, I don't typically use the mic just to get random chatter in there. I know you're not necessarily random, but But when I'm streaming, if I'm not streaming, I do use the mic. When I'm not streaming, I don't use the mic. I don't even know if that made sense what I just said. Only because when I'm streaming, in general, as a personal policy, I just can't keep control of other people's language and everything else, and I tend to be family friendly. I try not to do be too harsh or nasty when I'm in here. Not that I am when I'm not in here, but. I'm not really getting a lot of blueprints. When we were in the previous lobby, I was getting them non-stop. Now I'm barely getting anything. I think the next time missions come in there, I'll go over and finish off I got a couple droids on the benches. I'll go clean those up. They're good ones as well. Opti-strike. Alright. What do we got here? Alright. All right, the CB-23, he is lined up here. Unfortunately, he's running a mission right now, so I can't show you what he does, but I will tell you what he does. So he does any of the normal astromech missions. If you've already unlocked them, you can use CB-23 to do those, and he's fast. Just like if you put BB-8 up here, he runs the missions very fast. So like the 10 billion mission that normally takes 6 minutes for your Beskar legendaries, they do it in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So he's fast there. But he also has one extra mission that none of the other droids have. And that mission takes just under 20 minutes, like 19 minutes, 38 seconds, I think it was. And it gives you a 90% chance that you're going to get the upgrade chips and a 10% chance that you'll get NovaCrystals. And I've only run one mission right now, and I got 25 of the upgrade chips on it. But one of the guys that was in my stream, Mr. Monkey, he somehow managed to luck out and was able to buy them 2 days ago, and his mission unlocked early. So it unlocked earlier today. So he's been running the mission all like for the last 24 hours when he's been playing at least. And he said that in general what he found was the chips were anywhere from 10 to 40 chips when he did the mission. And he's got NovaCrystals twice. One time he got 2 NovaCrystals, the other time he got 1 NovaCrystal. So you can expect every 10 missions-ish, roughly, you should expect to get NovaCrystals 1 to 2. And the rest of the time you'll be getting upgrade chips anywhere from 10 to 40. But he also does the increased value as well. So he's doing 18.13 in my base right now. So he's making the same amount of high generating credits per second as all the other iconics make as well. So he's good for that as well. So I think it'll probably take a long time to pay himself off if you just equate it to NovaCrystals as the return value. But I think you kind of got to factor in a little bit that he's going to get chips, and also the fact that he can run the 10 billion mission faster than anybody else other than BB-8. And and he still generates the high revenue credits per second. So he is pretty pricey, but he's not bad. I think, like, realistically, my favorite droid by far is BB-8, and I think that every time I super rebirth, BB-8 will be the first droid I buy because I can get those extra chips. But I think immediately after BB-8, I'll be buying CB-23. I think he's probably the second most valuable one in my opinion, because you can potentially get more Beskars off of him because you can run him more often with the longer mission, and you can also get more credits off him. And if you want to run and try to get NovaCrystals, you can get those as well. So I'm going to run them for the next, I'm going to be on for another hour and a half, so I'm going to run them for the whole 2 hours afterwards, and we'll see if we get any NovaCrystals in 2 hours. I have my doubts, but possibly. And then this weekend with R2-D2, he's going to be an astromech droid as well. So now you'll have 3 astromech droids. That means theoretically you could put BB-8, R2-D2, and CB-23 up there and have them all. So, ladies, man, you just missed my explanation, but I'll go over it again. So, CB-23, his special, so he has all the same powers as BB-8 when it comes to the 15% per second credit generation. He also runs the missions fast like BB-8 does. And then he has a special mission that takes like 19 minutes and 38 seconds. You got a 90% chance that you'll get somewhere between 10 and 40 upgrade chips. And you got a 10% chance that you'll get somewhere between 1 and 2 NovaCrystals. Oh, does it give more percentage as well? I will check. As soon as I go back, I will check and see. Because if he gives you a higher percentage on the Beskar missions, that's a big bonus as well. I gotta wait another 10 minutes though before I can check again. That's a good point. I should have checked that as well. I just skipped right over that. I'll take a look. Yeah, I got about, there's probably like 6 more minutes and it'll refresh again. So we'll take a look and see. Because if he increases your chance of getting a Beskar, that's a big win as well, right? I mean, I think for the rest of the night tonight, the next hour and a half, I think I'll just run him on the 20-minute mission just because I want to statistically see kind of where I'm getting in the way of chips and NovaCrystals possibly. But I think in the future, I'd probably just run him on that Beskar run if he's got an increased chance of getting Beskar droids. That's a big win. Hopefully R2-D2 does something along those lines as well. I just leveled up again. Man, these rainbow legendaries take so long. Especially when I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, I don't really notice so much because I just kind of go AFK and I go mess around or do something else and come back in a few minutes and they're all done. But when I sit here and watch them, it seems like it takes forever. But when I'm streaming, I tend to sit here and keep chatting, so I just keep staring at that clock and how slow it goes down. Oh God, I got another crap droid here too. What is he doing? This guy's plus fig. This guy's plus 6. Do I play this when I'm not... Sorry, what? When you're not... Treat me? I don't know what you're saying, man. I think you like mistyped something there. Do I play this when I'm not streaming? Yeah, I do play it when I'm not streaming, actually. I usually do the boring stuff when I'm not streaming, though. Like, I'll do the... Like, when I'm not streaming, I don't really want to stream when I'm doing the boring stuff, because it's really not that much. Like, this is kind of pushing the level of where it becomes monotonous and mundane, and I'm not sure people really want to see me just bang on this bench. And I'm not sure I'm that entertaining either to listen to the whole time. But I spend a lot of time, like when I'm grinding higher, I just do it on my own time, because I don't want to sit here in front of the thing the whole time. I put on the 6-minute missions, and I'll go AFK on this thing, or I'll go AFK for a bit on the bench, and then I work on my computer, or I do something else, and just check in every 6, 7, 8 minutes or so. It goes by faster that way, because you're actually doing something else. It's just kind of going on in the background. Alright, we're almost done with this guy. Well, this guy's pretty quick too. This is the one I need for my mission. I don't think he produces very well. 5,000. I think he's less than everything I got up there. Maybe a bit more than him, but not much. I should have grabbed the splash while I was there. Your best to worst iconic droids. Oh, that was a mistake. BB-8, I totally agree. He's my #1 go-to droid. I think I'm completely... Well, the first 3 I'm in line with you. I mean, for me, it's actually... I don't care one way or the other for Mr. Bones or DJ Rex. Both those droids just sit in their respective spot, and I never equip them. The only reason I would say that the DJ is better than Mr. Bones is because you can actually use them during the DJ event, but that's the only other time I would use them. I still do play some Lego. I haven't been streaming any Lego. I did a few streams on it, but I still play some Lego. Lately, I've been kind of addicted to this game. So I've been kind of spending more time mucking around with this than anything else. But yeah, I still do jump on Lego and play that. I gotta get on there again. They've done some substantial upgrades to vehicles, and vehicles are not my strong point in Lego Fortnite. I really liked complex building and building dynamics, but I do have to jump on there and try messing around. I did mess around with those hover bricks. I love them, man. Those hover bricks are absolutely fantastic, man. That totally changed the game as far as vehicles for me, because they seem to be so much more reliable. Well, there's a better Opti Strike. Alright, we'll throw this one away now. I'm hoping to find a rainbow Opti Strike before I have to craft this guy up. But if I get to the point that I have enough credits, I will craft that guy up instead. But yeah, I need to get back into Lego and just start crafting some vehicles, because they've done some phenomenal things with the vehicles, and it looks like there's going to be some new vehicle builds. I got a rainbow B2RP out in front of my base if you guys are interested. I need to start doing some of the crazy stuff that what's his name? The guy that does the Mad Puck, man. Some of the builds he makes with vehicles are ridiculous. All right, what do we got here? 1 minute and 8 seconds left on that one. Yeah, then I'll check it out, because if he does an increased Beskar run, I won't do it today, but I think that would be a worthwhile to be running him on Beskars. That would just up the reason to have that guy and spend the 75 on him. I gotta see. I was thinking I finished off a couple build projects in Lego a little while ago. I did like a floating base for Ninjago Island, and then I really like that. I might have to do a couple more build parties or build projects as well and stream those. Yeah, honestly, for me, R2-D2 seems like R2-D2 and C-3PO seem like the logical first droids that you would introduce. I mean, I can see why BB-8 as well, because BB-8 is not as classic as R2 and C-3PO, but I mean, he's pretty classic as far as the droids go. But I would have thought they would have introduced him earlier too. I'm excited to see what he does. I'm excited for C-3PO as well. All right, this mission came in. Let's go take a look. Okay, so we got 25. We got 25 of the upgrade chips the first time. We're going to get 40 this time, so that's a big increase from the last time. That's not so bad. All right, let's see. No, it's still the same. So it looks like the rewards are the same. 40 and 10 with a 50% chance. That's the same. That's the same. 20, 70, 10. That's the same. 20 with 80 on the rainbows. That's the same. And the Beskars is the same as well. 50 on the rainbow, 5 on the Beskar, and 80% chance of getting cash. So there's no upgrade to there. But still, it's 4 minutes and 17 seconds, where the fastest, like an R7 Beskar, is 6 minutes, right? So it knocks off like 1 3/4 minutes. So if you had R2, BB-8, and CB-23 all running missions, you basically, every time you do what, like 4 missions, you do like, now my math is going to be all messed up, 24, you could do 1 extra mission in like 20 plus minutes with them, which means you just got 1 more extra chance of getting a Beskar droid, right? Alright. Going back over to your workbench and smashing it for a while. Get us both some credits here. I got all the droids I need. I haven't crafted up my Opti Strike yet, but I've got a gold one just sitting in the locker. If I get to I can need another 40 billion. If I get to the 130 billion and I haven't found a better one, then I'll craft him up and we'll move up 1 more. And I don't think I'll make it, but I might be lucky enough to even get to 18 before I jump off tonight. And tomorrow I think I'll take a break from Droid Tycoon. I need to go smash out some of those sprites in Battle Royale. I jumped on there for a minute today. One of my friends wanted to trade a sprite. So I jumped in and did that. If you guys are playing Battle Royale and you're hunting sprites, I didn't find it, I saw it, but there's a hack. Because you know, if you trade a sprite with somebody, like if I gave you a sprite and you gave me a sprite, and then we each extract it out, you basically have lost your sprite. And when you come back to the lobby, you have to buy it back with the sprite dust or whatever, and you have to build it all the way back up to level 5 if that's where you had it. There's a way to actually duplicate your sprite. So you can duplicate your sprite and extract one, and you get to keep one to give to somebody else. So the way you do it is you take the sprite that you want to trade in with you. It's on your back. You need to go into the match somewhere. You need to find another sprite. So if you're going to trade with somebody else, you each need to find 1 extra sprite, and then you swap them. You put the sprite that you want to trade in your hand, and you put the garbage sprite on your back. And then when you go to the extractor, as soon as you press the button to extract, you immediately press the button to swap your sprites, like you were putting it back on your back, and it deposits the one you had in your hand that was going to go into the extractor, and it puts you on your back simultaneously. So you essentially duplicate the good Sprite. You don't lose it in your locker because you just extracted it, and then you can give it to the other person and you both get the max level Sprite. You don't have to buy it back. So big tip if you're hunting Sprites and you're trading them with other people. Hey Rogue, so CB-23, so he cost you the 75 NovaCrystals. He does all the missions that all the other droids do, just exactly the same as the other droids do, no difference there. Same as BB-8, he does all the missions faster, and like all the iconics, he gets the higher 15% of your base credits per second. But he also has extra special mission that only he can do, and it's just shy of 20 minutes, and it gives you a 90% chance that you are going to get the upgrade chips, and it should be somewhere between 10 and 40. I've run the mission twice now, and I've got 25 and I've got 40, but one of the guys in my chat, Mr. Monkey, he somehow managed to glitch out and get CB-23 a couple days ago, and he said it's anywhere from 10 up until 40 upgrade chips, and then you have a 10% chance that you'll get NovaCrystals, and you should get anywhere from 1 to 2 NovaCrystals. But that means 1 every 10 missions means every 3 hours and 20 minutes roughly you have a chance of getting 1 to 2 NovaCrystals. So basically NovaCrystals and upgrade chips, but you're guaranteed to get one of those two. Go pick up my chest here. Yeah, no worries, man. Glad I could help. Do I need this guy later on? What do I need next? I'm going to 17. I've got everything for 17. I do not need a proto roller. Oh man, don't make me decide for you, Game Shock. I'm at level 3 on my scrap bench. I absolutely love it. It makes the grinding faster. I think, I think I probably would upgrade the scrap bench because it'll make the grind faster. I don't think that CB-23 is going to make the grind that much faster. I think that, yeah, he's going to give you a few extra chips, but I mean, I can make 40 chips in, like, if I went and pulled a rainbow legendary like that proto roller I just threw away, if I crafted him up, it would be like 6 minutes to craft him up. I put BB-8 on and I would sell him for like 180 chips. So in 6 or 7 minutes, I can get 180 chips versus maybe 40 chips off the CB-23. NovaCrystals, okay, but I mean, let's say you ran an entire day running him, you would be hard pressed to get 8 to 10 NovaCrystals if you played for 24 hours straight off of CB-23, where if you were grinding up, you could, in like 7 to 8 hours, I can get to level 18 and rebirth again and get myself, what, 56 crystals. So me personally, I would go with the crafting bench because it helps you get to like level 18 and super rebirth faster. That would be my advice. I would say it's more valuable. The scrap bench upgrade is more valuable to speed it up. I'm not saying don't get them, but you might want to get them after you update to another level on your scrap bench. But I'm not saying don't get them. So, you know what? I mean, Nico, I think he's worth it. You just have to evaluate if it's now the time is the right time for you to spend that many crystals on it versus something like the scrap bench upgrade, because he's still an iconic droid. He's still making huge amounts of credits per second. He runs the missions faster than any of the other droids other than BB-8. So he runs the Astro missions almost 2 minutes faster than a legendary Beskar. And you can get him way sooner than you're going to get a legendary Beskar, right? Because you can buy them for $1 million when you super rebirth. You can have them before you can even unlock the 10 billion mission. Whereas the legendary Beskars are going to be way down the road. So, I mean, I definitely think he's worth it. But also the craft bench. So if you look at me hitting the craft bench right now, like I pull this gold out, I just made 363 million off that gold one, and I'm making 181 million off of that. And that's because of this upgrade here. This is probably the most valuable upgrade in the entire Nova shop, in my opinion. And not just mine, in a lot of people's opinion. You go down to the workshop, you go over to the top one here, and it's his scrap value. Now I'm on 3. So basically, when level 1, you're getting half a second's worth of generation. So basically, if you added up all the droids in your base, and say it was 100,000 credits per second you were getting from those, every scrap in the scrap bin, you're getting 50,000. You're getting half of it. That's at level 1, right? So... And then it multiplies. So that's at level 1 when you're getting the normal scrap. But then it doubles if you get a gold, it triples if you get a diamond, and it quadruples if you get the rainbow scrap. So it's even bigger. So I'm at level 3 right now. If my base is making 100,000 a second, every time I'm scrapping, I would be getting 150,000 every one of the scraps that I get off there. So when you first play the game and you haven't super rebirth, if you remember, you're only making like a couple thousand a hit off of the thing. Here's the rainbow one. I just made 1.8 billion just off that one scrap there, because it's taking into account all the droids I have going on in my base. And there was a guy, I haven't gone up to 23 again, but one of the guys in my chat who was up in 22, 23, he was making 10 billion on his rainbow ones. Every time he closed out a rainbow, he was making 10 billion, man. That's huge in a single scrap droid. So in my opinion, it's the best by far. The other advantage is right now, I'm hitting my scrap bench. I'm the only one getting any perks off this. I'm getting my millions and stuff. But if I go over to one of these guys' scrap benches, depending on what they have, I still get all my same credits that I'm getting, but now Tarek's here, he's also getting, or Tara here is also getting all of his. So I'm helping him, and he's helping myself at the same time, right? So far it is. I haven't got any, Mr. Monkey, I have not got any crystals yet, but I got 25 chips on the first one, and I got 40 chips on the second one. But NovaCrystals I'm yet to see. But I'm going to be on here for another hour and a bit. So I'm going to run, I'm in my 3rd mission now. It should end here shortly, and I'll run 3 more missions after that, and we'll see where we get. I'm crossing my fingers that I get some NovaCrystals, but who knows, right? We'll see. All right. So you got 2 NovaCrystals on your second one. That's sweet, man. You're lucky. That's all right. Okay, I got all the credits I need. I need to craft this guy up. I'm ready to rebirth already. I just need to knock this guy out. I got a good droid on. I mean, if you've already got at least level 1 scrap bench, then yeah, you might as well. If that interests you, and you're like me and you like to run the 10 billion missions, I think he's worthwhile. I think he's my second. He'll be my second favorite droid. I think my first favorite is still going to be BB-8 because I can get chips easily, fairly fast early on in the game. I think that CB-23 will be my second favorite one. Do I use BB-8? Yeah. I 100% use BB-8. As soon as I get 1 million, every time I super rebirth, as soon as I get 1 million credits, I'm buying BB-8 right off the bat. He's in my inventory because anytime I sell, especially early game, because I'm going to get a lot of low level garbage and I need to chip them up. I'm using BB-8 to double my chips all the time. Yeah, BB-8 by far my favorite. And I tend to only buy BB-8 early on in the game. I buy BB-8 right away. I use them 50% of the time as my companion when I'm getting chips or when I'm scrapping, so I get extra upgrade chips. And the other 50% I'm using, like here, BB with a +6 pickaxe. Is there any way you could join our game? Yeah, you sure can, man. There's room in our lobby. We're in a private lobby right now. You can find me. That's my username right there, grind-geek. So I had to put the dash in there. So you can find me there. Just send an invite and you can jump on in, man. And back to what I was saying. I normally will go and get BB-8, but I won't buy any other droid right at the start. I kind of leave them a little bit later because I want to get as many working droids as I can going as fast as I can so I can start making lots and lots of credits. Well, that's a decent one. Thank you very much. I think I will take him. Let me just put him in the locker until I finish this guy up. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be. And honestly, I think I will be buying CB-23 right away as well, because I can immediately put him to work on one of the Astro missions, and he's running the fastest Astro missions, even the lower level ones, right? You're now running that hour-and-a-half mission or whatever, and I don't know what he does it, but like around an hour, he's much faster than anybody else. I think I'll be buying both of them right off the bat. And then I buy the Marshal a little later, but it depends on the lobby. Like the lobby I'm in right now, these are all people that join me while I'm streaming here, so nobody's griefing anybody. We all joined this together and we're helping each other out. But if I'm in a public lobby with just a bunch of randos, the Marshal is my go-to every 20 minutes when I go grab the Beskars off the line, because I suck at getting away, and if I don't have the Marshal, then somebody's gonna kill me for sure. Inevitably, they always do. All right, hold. Why is it not letting me? There we go. Yeah, the mythics are worth it. Like, look at how much money they make, huh? Like, look at, I got them in here. I mean, I don't prioritize my droids too much. I just put in what I need because I'm kind of on a mission to get to 18 and Super Rebirth. So I try to get the best I can find, but I don't worry too much about high levels and stuff. So I'm only getting ready up. Sorry, I'm getting a message there to ready up. I don't know if I want to hold that or not, or if it bumps out. I don't know what, oh, it's going to find a server. So I think it's going to bump me out of this one. I don't know if it's going to bump us all out or not. I don't know what it does. We'll see. But like you can see, I got some lower level droids. I don't care about these droids. But any of these iconics, he's making 19,000 a second sitting in here. So the iconics are definitely worth it. It's a high level droid. You don't have to spend any time beating on the crafting bench. All right. Yeah, I put that there. I did it. It didn't do anything. I'm not sure. We'll see if you join in or not. What can you do to get the CB-23? So my question is, do you have NovaCrystals? Because the only way to get CB-23 is to buy them in the Nova shop back in there behind R2-D2. So you got to have 75 NovaCrystals. You go buy him. He's instantaneously your companion. And as soon as he's your companion, then you can put him to work. He goes into the Astro deck. You put him on one of the missions. He has a special mission, 90% chance of getting anywhere from 10 to 40 upgrade chips, and a 10% chance of getting 1 to 2 NovaCrystals every 20 minutes or so. All right, let's rebirth here. Keep getting distracted. All right, he should be done momentarily. Now he's got 2 more minutes here. I can show you better. I can't show you what he does when when the thing's running. But in 2 minutes, I'm going to go up there and rerun the mission. So if you're still here, you can check it out then. So, all right, I need a gold BB9. I'm pretty sure there's got to be one somewhere around. Oh, you're looking for a gold BB9 as well? So we both need BB9s. I got lots of chips. I can always upgrade a lower level one, but... yeah, you can get 76, and then it jumps up quite a bit after that in the next one, but you're also going to grind a whole lot, man. Ben, you're back. Did you buy CB-23? I saw you guys were on earlier while I was playing Battle Royale. Yeah, I got them too. I haven't got any NovaCrystals yet, but I've got, what, 25 and then 40 chips off them. I got another minute here. We'll see what we get. All right. This guy, I don't think I need the OptiStrike anymore. What do I need for 18? I don't want to sell him off if I don't. So I'm going to 18 next. That's all I need. I don't need him. What does he deliver? 3,000. I think that's garbage as far as I'm concerned here. Yeah, I don't need him. Let's put a for sale sign on him. Oh, actually, I can't. I don't even have any room in the lounge. We'll just sell him. We'll swap out. Oh, you're stuck and not able to get into the server. Let's go clear out my thing. Yeah, no problem, man. The more the merrier. Do I need a cycle grav? No, I just upgraded with him. I do not need him again because I'm not going any higher than 18. I'll sell him off. But you see, like I just sold this guy off. He doesn't even take that long to craft. I just got double the 87 credits. So I don't know if he's great for credits, but I think I'll be running him on the fast missions here. Do I need B2 heavy? I do not need B2 heavy. I don't think I need any of these things anymore. I need... no, I do not need this guy either. I got to double check and make sure I don't sell off something I want. B2 super, don't need him. I'm not going in there. So, all right, that cleans out my lounge. I think I can sell this guy as well. Yeah, see you later, Juan. Thanks for joining in here as well. I hope you got some of the blueprints you were looking for. I figure you must have. There's still lots of them sitting out there. Lots of rainbows and such sitting out there. All right, you should be done. All right, let's see what we get this time. All right, there's the 10. So 10's the low, 40's the high so far. And then if you're looking, he gets all the normal missions like they are, but you can see the times are sped up significantly. So he's doing the short mission in a minute. He's doing this long rainbow mission in 42 minutes, where early game, you can buy this missions. There's only 8 million to open them up. And all your other droids early on in the game is taking you like an hour and a half to get them. So that's a huge bonus. Now, early game, you can't buy this one because it's 10 billion. So I think I opened my 10 billion missions up around level 12 or level 11, 12, 13, somewhere in there. Now, for sure, you could open up a little earlier if you ground at it. But this guy runs it in 4 minutes, right? That's a huge improvement over the 6 minutes of the legendary Beskars. And even, we'll show you my other droids, they're running it at 7 minutes still. So it's almost half the time there. And then this is the special mission that he does all on his own that does 90% credits. And so far I can confirm what Mr. Monkey has also seen, which is anywhere from 10 to 40. I can't confirm on the NovaCrystals, but the other two people said he gets between 1 and 2 so far. No, I don't think So I put him on a deck that I had already unlocked. So I don't know. I don't think he unlocks them. I think you still have to pay to unlock them. I cannot confirm that until I do my next Super Rebirth, but I think you still have to pay to unlock, but you don't have to pay to unlock his special mission. At least I didn't this first time. Maybe the next Super Rebirth you have to, but this time I didn't have to pay. This one was unlocked for free. The other ones, I don't know because I'd already unlocked them previously. So we'll run them another time here. I'll run them 3 more times, and then I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. We'll see how much we get there. Oh, what did I get in the Droid? Oh, no. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. What did I get in the Droid X? I know what I got in the Droid X. It's CB-23. Every time I see a little icon above there. All right, there he is. All right. But look at that. It says I've only got... They got the glitch again. It says 260 at 261. They're already counting R2-D2 and he's not available anymore. I think I've only had the complete Droid X like for a few days and it's always had this extra glitch. All right. Okay, time to come down bench again. Hopefully we can get a BB9. Is that what you said you were looking for too, is a BB9? I think you gone AFK. You got the AFK position there. Yeah, I think CB-23 is worth it. That's my personal opinion. I don't know if he's worth it in my opinion for that particular mission, but you got 2 crystals on your second mission, you got 2 crystals on your third mission. I mean, that's good for you, but now I'm feeling like I'm getting ripped off a little bit. For you, he's definitely worth it, huh? I mean, you might pay him off by the end of the day the way you're going. When it depends, like right now, because I'm on the scrap bench, I got BB-8, and don't get me wrong, I forget to swap them back and forth all the time. But I try to use BB-8 anytime I'm selling a droid, and I try to use BB-8 anytime I'm using the scrap bench, so I can get double chips on them. The rest of the time, I try to run at least a +6 droid, one of the astromech droids. Usually my favorite early game is the Beskar 2BB, because he's very affordable, he's very cheap, he's only a rare droid, and you tend to get him fairly easily in the game and nobody fights you over him. So right away you can get yourself a +6 pickaxe. Later on in the game, if I find like a Beskar BB-8, or sorry, Beskar BB-9, I'll put that as my companion and get the +8 pickaxe as well. And then anytime, like I paid for 7 pickaxe levels already, which is kind of futile here at the start because you can upgrade up to a level 7 pickaxe in about 2 minutes once you Super Rebirth. It takes you no time at all. But anytime I have extra credits when I'm going to do a normal rebirth, I go down and buy the pickaxe. So I think, I don't know where I'm at right now, but I'm fairly high on my pickaxe here already. I got 7 levels for free, and I'm at level 19 right now. I won't upgrade another one. I'm only going, as soon as I get 325 billion, I'm Super Rebirthing, right? But I usually bring that one up to around 19 or so. Yeah, BB-9 Rainbow is a good one as well. I usually like to at least have a +6 if I can get it. And early game, you can get that 2BB Beskar. Like, quite often he comes out on those every 20 minutes if you're in a public lobby. And he's super handy. So, me personally, I'm going at 18. It's too much of a grind to start going at 19. I mean, already this is a lot of just smashing the scrap bench in order to get the credits, right? So for me, as soon as I get to 18, I go, because I think, but I mean, one day we should kind of do a comparison. We should time it, you and I. We should jump in the same lobby. We should super rebirth together, and we should smash it up there and see how long it takes me to get to 18. And then maybe we jump on the next day. You try to go to 20, and I'll try to go to 18 again, because you're only going to get an extra 20 credits or so going that way. But I'm sure it's faster if you rebirth at 18 and grind back up again. So should you get them all Beskar? Me personally, I don't care one way or the other if they're Beskar or not for myself. I mean, I'd love to have the Beskar. If they pop up, I'm buying them and I'm putting them in. But right now, because I know I'm going to super rebirth in one level, I'm less concerned about Beskars this late in my progression. I'd rather give them to somebody else here that they will use it. But when I'm down around level 12 or level 13, I will grab a Beskar and put it in. But I'm not too terribly worried about having all Beskars. Now, if you're hunting flawless, that's a different story. I would definitely recommend you hunt Beskars if you're going after the flawless ones, because you got a better chance with them. But if you look at my base, I got 1 or 2 Beskars in there, but I don't have very many. I'm not too terribly worried about them. If I got them, great, I put them in. But I didn't worry about it. I didn't even pay too much attention to what came out in the belt, honestly. Nico, you're right where I'm at too. I'm at 17, and I'm a ways off from 18. I still got another. I'm like 10% of the way there. But I think by the time I finish, I should be pretty close. By the time I run this CB-23 mission and 2 more, I should be pretty close to going. Yeah, if you're going past 18, like when I went to 21 the other day during the DJ Rex event, I definitely had more Beskars. By the time I rebirthed at my super rebirth at level 21, my entire base was all Beskar. It wasn't like I went and hunted them. It's just I was getting more off of more good ones off of my missions as well, and I was paying a little bit more attention to the belt as well, trying to get them off there. So there's not really a trick. It's going to be painful. Let's get that out of the way first. But the higher the droid, the better your odds are of getting it. So a Beskar droid gives you a 1 in 100 chance of it being flawless. A rainbow droid gives you a 1 in 125% chance of getting the flawless. Diamond is 1 in 250. I think gold is 1 in 500, but I could be wrong on that one. I don't remember. And it's 1 in 1,000 if you do the default droid. So definitely have better odds on the Beskar, and you just got to crank out a whole bunch. Now, because it's easier to purchase the low-level ones, like I've got 26 flawless, but I've got all the commons, I've got all but 3 of the rares, and I've got 3 of the epics. So it's easy to get the low-level ones because you can buy them cheap and they pop up on the belt a lot. It's going to be hard to get the other ones, and I think the trick is you're just going to have to grind up to 20, 21, 22, 23, where you're getting more on your Beskar runs. The other thing you can do is pay attention to the events, like the DJ Rex event and the Beskar event. They had 2 times, so it was 1 in 50 chance of getting flawless on a Beskar, so that helps as well. Yeah, I had to grind out yesterday, man. I spent a long time, Nico, yesterday because I super rebirthed yesterday morning, and I had to grind out to 18 last night, and I super rebirthed this morning and ground up to like 12 or 13 just before this event. So I had enough crystals, and I just barely had enough. I can see I only have 3 left. I just barely had, but I did leave 20 behind because I knew I was going to need a few extras. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a bit of a break from Droid Tycoon. I think after yesterday and today, I've used like a whole week's quota of Droid Tycoon in 2 days. Should be, the mission should be done down here as well. There we go. Not CB missions, but the other ones. Yeah, it's like, because I'm getting better, I'm not going to craft this guy because I already got flawless in this guy. But, I mean, if I didn't have flawless, I'd be crafting it, even though I don't need it. It's a garbage, at this point in my game, this guy's a garbage one, 36 a second, he's worthless, right? But if I didn't have flawless, I would go and craft him. Right, so early on when I started to get these ones, I'd be crafting every single one of them up if I didn't have flawless, and then I would scrap them instantly. The other good thing is if you put BB-8 on, you get good chips off those Beskar ones. All right, so I'm 1/6 of the way there, roughly. Another 280, so a little less. Slow grind. And I'm missing the one droid still. It seems elusive. I thought I had, yeah, no worries, man. I thought I had a BB-9 in my base, but I guess I was wrong. Maybe I do have a BB-9, I just have to chip them up. You know what, I am going to check. I may have one. I got lots of chips, so... I do have one. Let's go. I got lots of chips and I don't need them, so... Should give me all the requirements. Hey, perfect. Thank you very much, Nico. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm new at doing the live streams. I made some videos before. I'm even fairly new at YouTube because I only started doing that a couple years ago off and on, but I'm new at the live streaming, so I do appreciate that you subscribing. Hopefully it's useful information. Yeah, let me know if you find, like even today, some people were telling me things that are new that I didn't even know. It's always helpful to hear from other people what kind of cool ideas or little tricks they figure out. Hey, so my opinion on whether the new droid's worth it or scrap value, I would say if you don't have any scrap value right now, then hands down you need to get at least level 1 scrap value. That is for sure, no question asked, more valuable in my opinion than getting CB-23. That said, after you get the first scrap value, it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, it kind of depends on how you play. I think he's pretty valuable. I'm not so sure after today. I'm going to run him on these 20-minute missions for NovaCrystals and chips, because I can get chips much faster just by putting BB-8s and scrapping a couple bare basic of these droids. Here's a couple good droids here, guys, if anybody's looking for it. There's a ground mech, there's a long shot. There's 2 good droids right there if you guys want them. But I think he's fairly valuable because I might not run him on these 20-minute missions, but he makes the same as every other iconic, so he's making 20,000 a second, and he runs all the missions super fast, which is helpful. And the thing is, you can get him right away, right? So like normally, if you super rebirthed, you'd open up one of these Astro stations, but you're going to get a super low level astromech. You're going to put him up there, and you're going to be running like your hour and a half missions, or an hour and a half. He does it in 47 minutes, and you can get him like at level 1. You can have 1 million credits and be buying CB-23. So even if you can't unlock the 10 billion mission yet, he runs every other mission super fast, and he gives you huge amounts of credits at the same time. I personally think he'll be my second favorite. I'll be buying him immediately after I buy BB-8, and I'll be putting him to work on the Astro deck right away just to run missions faster for me. So I definitely think he's worth it, but you need to have level 1 scrap bench at least first. You know what? Nobody... Do I need this guy? I don't even think I need that guy. He's not that great compared to what I've got up there. 4, 6, 25, 4. I guess I could replace this guy if nobody wants him. I've got this guy, the Hull-R as well. What does he produce? Just to speed up my... Oh, he's half decent. I don't think he'll go to waste. I'll at least replace that guy. Yeah, let's throw him on there. I don't think he takes too long. Yeah, he's fairly fast. So. I don't have a Utilitech, but if I find one, I will let you know, Nico. I don't think I even pulled one off the scrap yet. Anything I had, I threw out in front of my base, so... Hopefully one of these new droids speeds up this pickaxe process. Maybe that's what R2-D2 will do. He'll give you like a plus 20 pickaxe or something. That would be brilliant. I could use that. I think that's my... Yeah, I think he's worthwhile. I think he's got some good advantages to him for sure. He's a bit pricey, but I think he's worthwhile. Man, in my opinion, I would have called it on 18. So, but if you are wanting NovaCrystals, I would call it and go. If you're wanting to hunt flawless, then I would stay grinding away, because your odds are better. I just threw down a Rainbow R7 out in front of my base, guys, if you want it. Yeah, if you're hunting the flawless droids, you're going to get higher level, better flawless the higher you go. Or Beskar droids, the higher you go. So it's worthwhile then. But if you're just kind of go for NovaCrystals, then your time is better spent rebirthing and grinding back up again. And I think 18 for me is the sweet spot right now. Lounge you. Alright, we'll take care of him. Nobody took this guy, so I'll take this guy really quick as well. He's a little bit better than the other one I've got. I just like having the Beskars in the base too, because they look nice and shiny, huh? And you got a full base. I rebirthed at 21 a couple days ago because I pushed through during the DJ Rex event because it doubled your credit, so it wasn't as painful. And by the time I rebirthed, I mean, I had a couple legendaries, but like everything in my base was all Beskar, though mainly epics, but everything was Beskar droids everywhere. They just got that nice shine to them. I like the look of them when they're everywhere. All right, I'm coming back over to your workbench again. Sorry, I'm going to go check. I think my 20-minute mission finished. Yeah, I did. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, so if you didn't see before, this is what CB-23 gives you, right? So those are the times on all the missions. The mission rewards are all identical, but the times are significantly shorter. So the minute, 7 minutes, 21 minutes, 42 minutes, and you're down to 4 on what I call the 6-minute mission. And then this is his special mission where you get 90% chance of getting chips and 10% chance of getting NovaCrystals. So I'll just leave it there for a second so you can suck all that in or take a picture or a screenshot of it and see what he's giving you. I didn't even pay attention to what he gave me this time, but I'm assuming just chips. Yeah, just chips because I don't have any more NovaCrystals. So let's put him back to work. And he's 19 minutes, so I'll do him 2 more times and we'll see. Yeah, I'm not so sure that I'm going to use him for that astromech mission, honestly. I'm with you, Andre. I think that for that one mission, I don't think he's the greatest. But the fact that he speeds up all the other missions, like, I don't use BB-8 up there because he's too valuable to keep as a companion when I'm selling stuff. I don't want to lock him down and then I'm trying to sell droids and he's tied up in a mission. So BB-8 is almost always with me. So it's good to have a droid I can put up there. He gets the good credits like the other ones, and you can put him to work right away. So I think like if you were to super rebirth, like by rebirth 1, maybe 2, you should be able to buy him for $1 million, especially with the scrap value rewards. You can get 1 million credits to buy him back super fast. You can put him to work instantaneously, and maybe you haven't bought the 10 billion mission yet, but any of those other missions, you're cranking them out way faster than you normally would. So I mean, if you put them on the second mission, you're doing it in 7 minutes. So just over 7 minutes, you're getting a gold, pretty much guaranteed a gold, maybe a diamond, maybe a common, but predominantly gold droid every 7 minutes, which helps a lot early game. We'll see. Once I super rebirth there and I start rocking myself up again, I'll be buying him right away. I'll buy BB-8 right away, and then I'll buy him immediately afterwards. And we'll see. I think he'll be good, like, besides that mission. I don't think I'll do that mission too much. I think I'll use him for other things. I also seem like my astromech, I don't know about all you guys, but my battle deck, it's always my strongest droids. I always end up filling, I mean, first of all, it's got less droids, you only need 5 of them, but I tend to have 5 like rainbow Opti strikes in there before I even have like 2 or 3 R7s or monowalkers. For some reason it just fills up. I tend to get monowalkers, the second most common of the legendaries, and then I always struggle to get good droids up in the Astro deck, so it's nice for me to get a good one up there early. Yeah, for sure. 30 was a good price for those old ones. I mean, it would have been a better price if I would have discovered the game early and didn't have to pay the 30, but yeah, 30 wasn't a bad price. 75 is pretty steep. I would agree with you there. Now this is why I don't go past 18. Even getting to 18 here, I've got all the droids, and it just turns into a grind. Oh, see, I didn't even know about it then. One of the guys when I put out a video, he commented and sent me something saying, "Hey, you should check out Droid Tycoon. It's a lot of fun." I helped him out with something in Lego Fortnite, get one of the expert trophies or something, and he'd been playing it and he said, "Man, it's fantastic." So I jumped on like 1 or 2 days after Mr. Bones event finished. So I just missed Mr. Bones. Somehow I didn't pay attention to it. Or I didn't see that they were having events. So yeah, my first 60 crystals basically went to buying droids back that I missed out on events. Yeah, I mean, I was going to get it because I wanted to show people whether it was worthwhile, and I've got a fair amount of decent other upgrades. For sure there's a few more I want to get, but I probably grind at this game a little bit more than most people do. So I figured at least it's worthwhile so other people can see it and make a decision like that as well, because it might not be for you yet. I mean, at some point I'm sure you'll buy them, but early game, I don't think he's necessarily the most valuable thing to be spending 75 crystals on. But I mean, this is my, like, this morning was like my 7th rebirth, I think it was. So I've got enough crystals spent on other things, it's alright. You keep the chips when you sell droids before rebirth to maximize efficiency. So you can, you'll keep all the chips that you have up until you super rebirth. Once you super rebirth, you will lose the chips. They do no good to you. I don't tend to use them. I mean, I use them early game, and like I just did now, I chipped up my BB9 to gold there. But I find that early game, I tend to actually be hunting them and trying to scrap them and find them, because a lot of droids I'm chipping up. Late game, I don't find I'm using them very much at all, because I got an Excel spreadsheet here that tells me all the droids I need for every one of the super rebirth cycles, so I can see what's coming ahead. Now early game, it's a little crazy because you're moving so fast, but by this time I'm already looking 2 to 3 levels ahead for what to do. So G8 there. So what does CB-23 does? So once you've purchased him, he automatically becomes your companion. He is just like all the other iconic droids. If you put him to work, he makes 15% of your base credits per second. So he's a good earner there. He is an astromech droid. So if you put him on one of the astromech missions, he gets the same speed as BB-8 does. So everything is much faster. So like the first mission's only about a minute. The second one's like 7 minutes. I think it was, I don't know what the third one is, but the last mission that everybody gets for 10 billion, it's like 4 minutes and 17 seconds. His special ability is he has one additional mission that none of the other droids have. It's just shy of 20 minutes long, and it gives you an 80% chance that you're going to get upgrade chips, and you should get anywhere between 10 to 40. Between myself and the other people that have got them, that's what everybody's getting, between 10 and 40 upgrade chips. And then you have a 10% chance of getting NovaCrystals, and it looks like it's between 1 or 2 NovaCrystals. Some people have gotten 1, some people have gotten a couple times at 2. I haven't got any NovaCrystals yet, but that's what he does. So I'm not so sure he's worth it for NovaCrystals and chips, but I mean, he's a good droid you can get early game and throw on an astromech mission and really speed things up. Where like BB-8 does the same thing, but I can't sacrifice BB-8 to be tied up on astromech missions when I need him to be scrapping chips all the time, right? But if you have only rebirthed 1 or 2 times, you might want to hold off on them, because the scrap bench, the scrap bench perk is a much more valuable perk to help you grind through levels. The one that tells you when your blueprint hits the belt is much more valuable as well. I would definitely be getting that first before I got CB-23. I mean, I could kind of afford to get him. I've already got the scrap bench at level 3. I mean, I could have almost got, if I wouldn't have been going for him, I probably would have pushed and got scrap bench at 4. But I'll have to wait another week or so before I upgrade to that. I think it got pretty expensive. I think the next one's like 115 or something. So I'm going to have to do 2 more rebirths before I get to that point. But I think hands down the scrap bench is still the best spend of your NovaCrystals. Yeah, it's 115. That's a big spend. I don't know if you can go above level 4 or not. I probably at that point I probably won't. After level 4, I'll probably start diverting my crystals to some of the other things. I wouldn't mind another blueprint locker. Would be nice to have. Speeding up the droid crafting time. I wouldn't mind getting my pickaxe so that when I start the game, it's automatically like a level 24 or something. That would be really sweet. If I can craft the droids faster, then I'll make more off this crafting bench. Because, I mean, to be fair, my droids aren't that great at this point. I've got a couple good ones in there. But at this point, I'd like to be having a whole bunch of them in there that are making 10 to 12,000 a second. And I've got a bunch in there that are making 4,000 a second. But because I know I'm going to super rebirth here in another 200 billion, I mean, if I spend the next half an hour crafting up 5 droids, I mean, I could spend half an hour and I'll probably be where I need to be on credits anyways, right? So, but if I can craft them up fast early game, then it's kind of worthwhile. But I kind of cringe every time I see a rainbow legendary. I really want the credits, but I cringe at how long it takes. Yeah, I personally think I'm kind of happy with him. We'll see once I super rebirth, because I think he's going to really help out early game. I don't think he's worth 75 NovaCrystals. I mean, maybe 40, but I think they really overpriced him quite heavy for what he does. It would have been better if he stayed on par where he was originally, where they had him at 30. Yeah, I think I might go to 4 on the crafting bench, but then I'll move over to crafting speed. Crafting speed and pickaxe. I think I'm going to really focus on that. I think the credits is pretty good, but the credits, I mean, having the scrap bench is great because you make so much, but it's totally dependent on how many high-level droids you have. So they kind of go hand in hand, the two of them. Yeah, for the chips, it's not that big of a difference. It works out really well for the chips. I'm with you too. Like when I need chips, I go to the belt every 20 minutes and I grab all the rare and common Beskars because they're super fast and you get some all right chips off them. And I start looking for like gold epics or gold legendaries and I throw them in there instead. Yeah, that happens to me occasionally too. Yesterday I was playing and one of the guys we were playing with, he told me like, hey, there's a Beskar R7 on the belt, and I was too busy yapping my mouth and I didn't pay attention to his comment, and by the time I saw it and flew down there, the R7 just went around the corner and I lost it, man. Yeah, so far I haven't got any NovaCrystals off it. I've only got it, but I don't remember who it was that in my comments they ran 3 missions and 2 of them they got NovaCrystals in out of 3 missions. I'm not having that kind of luck. And I find, for me, I find it really hard while I'm streaming too, because I'm busy reading people's comments. I'm replying. I'm not really. No, I didn't get one now. That was yesterday, right? But I'm busy reading comments and everything else, and I get distracted. I'm not paying attention to what's on the belt, and then when I see things, it's like the last minute. But yeah, I got lots of, but I don't even, like, there's lots of good droids here I've got, and if I wasn't rebirthing in another 200,000 or 200 billion, I would be crafting these up. But by the time I crafted a few of these up, I'd have my 200 billion, so it's not really worth my time to do it. But if I can get that crafting speed up early game, and I can craft some of those up when because I can easily afford those. If you're in the right lobby and somebody's throwing them out front like I do, then jump in and join us, man. You can have it. But if I'm in the right lobby and somebody's from out, like you can easily afford those earlier on at like level 10 or so. And if I can craft them up, but they're just so long to craft it. No, it's going to be a long time before you get your NovaCrystals back off of this one, for sure. Yeah, Proto Roller, I'm pretty happy about having the maxed out one as well. No, but I don't think I'm with you. It's not going to be quick, right? 'Cause, I mean, if you just went statistically, that means 1 in 10 missions, you should get 1 to 2 NovaCrystals. Let's just go on the high side and say you get 2 crystals every 10 missions. 10 missions is 3 hours and 30 minutes. Let's say the average person plays, not even the average person, a person that plays a lot plays 7 hours in a day. That means, if you just put in the math, that means you're getting 4 NovaCrystals per day, right? So 10 days, you get 40 NovaCrystals. You have to go 20 days playing 7 hours a day, roughly, to make your return in NovaCrystals. But I think you got to kind of factor in the fact that he does crank up the credits per second well over all of your other droids that you're going to have there. And he does run the missions faster, which means if you put him on that 10-minute Beskar mission instead of the NovaCrystal mission, you can be getting potentially Beskar droids more often, right? Quite a bit faster, especially once you get R2. We don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to be a astromech droid as well. So if you put a couple of them up there running every 4 and a bit minutes missions, it just increases your chance of getting some Beskars as well. I'm still, we'll have to see, but I don't think I'm actually going to run him on that 20-minute mission very often. I think after today, he's gonna predominantly go on the 10 billion mission there, looking for Beskar droids early game. And I think really early game, like as soon as I super rebirth, I'll put him on there and I'll put him on like the gold mission, which only takes 7 minutes or something for him, which means early game I'm now knocking out gold, possibly diamond droids super early in the game, which would be nice. I didn't pay attention. My mission should be getting finished here shortly. Another minute or two. Minute 44. Dark Knight, you should go down to my scrap bench and beat on mine, then you can give me extra credits as well. All these things annoy me. Oh, you got a rainbow BB9? You can keep the BB9 I got. I only need a gold one to upgrade, and I already have it. So if you need them, you can keep them, Nico. So far, I haven't got any crystals from the new droid, but you have a 10% chance of getting either 1 or 2 crystals every 20 minutes. So it's not a huge chance. I've run 3 missions now, have 0 crystals. One of the other people in the chat, I can't remember, for the life of me, I can't remember who it was now. They ran 3 missions and twice they've got crystals. Yeah, you can just throw it in front of the base, Nico. I'm not going to use it. By the time I craft them up and put them to work, it just takes too long. Alright, there's my 20-minute mission. Let's see what it gives me this time. This time I'll pay attention. So again, chips. 10 chips this time. I got 25 chips, I got 40 chips, I got 10 chips. I didn't see what he gave the next time because I was too busy yapping my mouth. And then I got 10 chips again, and I've got no crystals off them so far. So I'll run them one more time here. I'll run them one more time, and I think I'm going to call it a night. To me, that's too much Droid Tycoon in the last 2 days. Well, I mean, if the numbers are right, you should get... Yeah, I mean, it could be anywhere in there. It's getting... The odds are getting better and better every time I don't get it. Let's put it that way. I mean, I've run 5 missions now, and I haven't got it. So now I should be up to a 20% chance of getting it on the next mission. Should just get better and better the more I run. You're getting 285 million. What is your scrap bench at? Four or 5? I'm only getting 183 million at 3. You must have some better droids in your base too. My droids are at level 5. I mean, you can't have that many good droids in there. I don't know what double daily quests, because double daily quests, I mean, if you time it right, I don't know how much you play, right? But if you time it right, you can get 2 crystals off your daily quest. So you get 2 crystals today, 2 crystals tomorrow. But if you're getting to, every time you super rebirth, your daily quest resets, right? So like this morning, I did my daily quest, I got my Nova Crystal. Like I started it, I immediately got my Nova Crystal, I super rebirthed, and immediately I got another Nova Crystal from doing the quest again. So if you time them right, you could potentially get 6 Nova Crystals every 2 to 3 days, depending on how much you play, of course. I mean, you got a super rebirth to get it. I'm getting 1 crystal off a daily, but if I super rebirth, I'll get a 2nd crystal. But for 75 crystals, you can buy the daily quest twice. So you can do your daily quests and then you could do them again, which means you would get two NovaCrystals off your dailies if you bought that perk. And if you super rebirth, you could essentially, you should be able to do them again. So if you did your 2 quests, say in the morning, and then you super rebirth right afterwards, for sure you can get at least 1 daily quest. I'm assuming 2 daily quests afterwards, which means you would have 4 NovaCrystals in a single day. 75 days to get your crystals back if you didn't ever super rebirth. But every time you super rebirth, you get your daily quests refreshed, so you can redo them again. So probably closer to 50 days to get your crystals back. Because I got 2 crystals today. 1 before my super rebirth and 1 immediately after my super rebirth. Well, if you can super rebirth every day. I mean, for sure, I ground out to 18 today, and I ground out to 18 yesterday. These have been 2 long days, and I probably don't, normally I do it over 2 days. But even if you do it over 2 days, that means I would be getting 6 crystals. If I bought that perk, I'd be getting 6 crystals every 2 days, which is not too bad at all, right? Because then in 10 days you'd have 60 crystals. Now 30 of those you would have got anyways at the same pace. No, not even that many. You would have had less. But I think it'll pay off. It won't take 75 days. Probably 40 to 50, but it really depends on how much you play. And if you play a lot, you can get them back in half the time. Yeah, it's not 75. Every time you super rebirth, at least it gives them over again. Now, I don't own it myself personally, so I'm making the assumption that you get both of them again. Because I know currently, I couldn't start my quest until this morning. I started it, I got my crystal, I super rebirth, and immediately I started my quest again, and I got another crystal. So 2 crystals in like within 30 minutes. I'm assuming that when you buy that second one, you could unlock your crystals first thing, get both of your crystals, super rebirth, and then get both your crystals again. I'm assuming you'll get both missions refreshed again. Which would, I mean, it makes sense for what they've got there. You just got to be a little strategic on when you do it, because I could have super rebirthed last night, but I waited because I knew that this morning I would be getting my extra crystals as well. Plus I prefer to get them in the morning, right? So you got to be a little strategic on when you super rebirth. All right, I'm 2/3 of the way there almost. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way there. I'm going to finish up this one more mission, and then I think I'll be calling it there. I'm not going to super rebirth tonight anyways. I'll probably super rebirth tomorrow or the next day. I'll pop in and get my crystal, of course, but I need to take a bit of a break. Get myself refreshed, because I'm assuming they're going to do 2 R2-D2 events, but at least it's good for you, Dark Knight, but for me it's at 1 a.m. in the morning it starts. Some ridiculous time, so I'm not convinced. I'm hoping they do 2 events. I gotta check. I'm not convinced I'm gonna get up at 1 in the morning and go grab him. Pretty sure I won't be streaming it at 1 in the morning. I think my wife would kill me if I'm out in the living room yelling at my TV at 1 in the morning. Yeah, for you it's much nicer. They base most of their events around North American time. Anybody in Europe and Asia kind of has to. One of the events is usually not too bad for us, but they usually base it for North America to have 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, which means that Europe and Asia tend to get one somewhere in the day and one in the middle of the night. Yeah, from 1 to 7 a.m. is a bit too early. I won't be streaming it at that time. My wife will destroy me if I'm sitting out here yelling at my TV at 1 in the morning. Even right now, I normally wouldn't stream this late either because my wife would be home, but she's away for work this week. That's why I normally stream during the day when she's at work. Man, Mr. 1573, I totally hear you. If it was me, I would have rebirthed already. The only time I go above 18 to 19 is if it's during an event that gives me double credits and I can smash through it fast. It's too much of a grind. And I mean, if you've watched my stream before, you've heard this already, and I apologize for saying it again, but I took all the information from this game. I took how many NovaCrystals you get and how much experience credit boost you get for every super rebirth from 12 to 23, and I took all the information for how much it costs you to move up from 1 to 23 in your normal ones, like the 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 4.5 trillion, and how much experience bump you get for every one of those levels as well. And I felt 18 and 19 was right, and I plugged all that information into Google Gemini, the AI thing, told it what game I was playing and how the dynamics worked and the stuff, and it came back and supported my theory, at least, and said that 18 is the sweet spot, maybe up to 19. It said you should never go for 20. It's just too much of a grind, and you're better off super rebirthing and going again. The one caveat I would give with that is, as you buy more stuff from the Nova shop and it makes it easier, of course I didn't plug all of that stuff in there because it's too dynamic. I don't know which one somebody would have and didn't have. And as the game progresses and you get more perks, it might be better to go to 19 or 20. But my feeling is it just, even right now going to 18, it slows down so much. I mean, you can see, I mean, if you've been watching me almost this whole stream, I've just been beating on this stupid bench, right? It really slows down and it just gets worse from here. And I'd rather, for my sanity, I'd rather play the fast game earlier on, but I'm pretty confident that I can get to 18 3 times in the same time that somebody could get to 23, which means I would be getting like 170 crystals in the same time that that person is getting 121 crystals. That's my perception at least, because I can get to 18. I got the rebirth 12 in about 2.5 hours this morning after super rebirthing. It didn't take any time. Most of my grind is up here a little bit higher. And even this has only taken me, 3 hours, and I'm almost at the point where I could super rebirth as well. So 6 hours to get to 18 if you're really pushing it. I bet you're going to spend 6 hours just getting from 22 to 23 alone. I should have timed it when I did it. It was days though. I played over days and I just did it in the background while I was doing other things. Mind you, I didn't have the scrap value on the bench, but I was definitely doing other things because it was just too long. Even right now, I'm not going to stay on here for another however long it takes to get me up to the 330. That other mission should be finishing here shortly, and then I think I'll call it. For anybody that's tuned in now, just give a couple minutes. I'll show you what that CB-23 does if you're interested. Shouldn't be too much longer. Let's go see. It should be just a couple minutes now. Maybe 3. Oh no, it's a little bit longer. Oh my God. 7 more minutes, this guy will be done and I can show you what he does, and then I'm gonna call it a night for me. It's yeah, about 11 p.m. right now. Yeah, it's brutal, man. 21 is brutal. I just got to 21 the other day after the DJ Rex event, and even with the double credits, it was a long slog. I didn't get all the way there. I got to about 20, a little over 20 and a half. And then when I'm at 20 and a half, you kind of got to push through at that point. You might as well. And it was a bit painful. I honestly just in the background, I just had it going on while I was doing other things. And I would just check in every 6 to 7 minutes, redo my missions, and throw whatever blueprint had popped up in my hand away and go at it again. But I can't even really call that playing the game anymore. It's just kind of like background noise while I'm doing something else. But it's all right. That's where I took the time and make my thumbnails for my videos and work on other things. That's my short missions finishing up there. So what you can get, so you get a 90% chance of getting chips every 20 minutes. And I've gotten anywhere from 10 to 40. And it seems like the consensus from people in my chat and from what I've seen that is what you'll get. 10 to 40 chips, and you get 10% chance of getting between 1 and 2 NovaCrystals. I am now on I've run 5 missions already. All I've got is chips. Twice I've got 10, once I got 40, once I got 25, and one time I was too busy talking to pay attention. But not great returns on those. But I can't remember who in my chat, they ran 3 missions. On 2 of them, they got 2 crystals. So, I mean, it's just kind of luck of the draw what you're going to get. But he does give you other perks. I mean, he's sitting here making 21,000 per second based off my base. I don't have a lot of great droids, but he's making 21,000 per second. He also runs the mission super fast, right? So like the 10 billion 6-minute mission, I call it, he does it in 4:17. So he's good for that. I don't know if he's, I don't think he's great. If you're going to rely on him to get crystals and chips, I don't think he's great. But I think you could get him early game, and I think early game you could put him on your other missions, and you could be getting those fairly. You'd be getting diamond and gold droids fairly quick earlier on in your game. So I think there is some advantage to him. But if you're just getting them because you want to get NovaCrystals, it's going to take you a long time to recoup 75 NovaCrystals off of him. I think you got to look at it kind of as a package deal. He's not just NovaCrystals. But I honestly don't think I'm going to ever run the NovaCrystal missions with him. I think after today, I'm just going to put him on the 4-minute Beskar missions and hope I get Beskars faster. Yeah, getting more credits from him, I think, is good. I think that's decent. Having him run the missions faster, that's good. You can run those longer missions. Like when he's finished here, I'll show you. But early game, like if you just super rebirth and all you've got at that point are just crappy droids, because that's all you can afford, you put one of those on there, and that mission that gives you the gold droids, it's like 15 or so minutes to do that one. You can buy this guy, when I've got the scrap value here, I can buy him when I'm Rebirth 1 fairly quickly, I can put him to work and be running that mission in just over 7 minutes, which means I'm getting gold droids in 7 minutes early game, and a little bit longer you're getting diamond droids, right? So that could help out early game. I'll have to see. Once I super rebirth next, I'll buy him fairly quickly and we'll check out and see what he does. But he could be helpful early game. But I don't think banking on him to make a return on NovaCrystals is going to be great. I think the only time I'm going to put him on that mission is when I'm checking out for the night. I'll put him on a longer mission. Because the chips aren't even good. I mean, I spent 20 minutes and got 10 chips. I mean, I can, with BB-8 equipped, I can scrap the most garbage gold droid you got and get almost the same amount of chips, and it took me all of 30 seconds, right? So even for chips, he's not that great. Well, let's see. Maybe the devs, they have a habit of readjusting things depending on feedback and response too. I mean, they're just putting these numbers on paper and throwing it out there, seeing how it is, but they do have a history of adjusting things, right? Oh yeah, if you got a team, that's perfect. We were talking about that on my stream earlier today, but that's brilliant, right? If you got one person that's around level 12, 13, and the other person's up around 18 or so when they super rebirth, they get back down to 0, and that other person's already a point where they can start to give them droids. That's a perfect system if you and your wife both like to play. That works out perfect. My wife doesn't like video games at all, so she doesn't mind me playing them. She just doesn't like to play video games, so I don't have that advantage. I'm relying on all of you guys in the chat to join me and give me good stuff. No, that's a good system for you and your wife. I was thinking I've got like a garbage account. I've got a couple alternate accounts. I was thinking I should get one of them and bump it up a little bit. Okay, here he is. Let's see what he gives me. I got a garbage account. I should just bump that up to somewhere around 18. So then, there again, 3 times out of 6, I've got 10 chips, plus he gives you double chips, so you get 20 chips. I mean, that's a bit garbage, right? So these are the times for those of you that might have tuned in just recently. So he does run the missions faster. So, I mean, where I could see some value is if you super rebirth, you buy them back for like $1 million, and instantly you're running the gold rewards here where you got a 70% chance of getting rewards, and it's only taking you 7 minutes, where normally the droids I get, it's taking like 15 minutes or so. So it's about half the time. Same with this one. It's about a 40-45 minute mission with the droids you get early game. So now all of a sudden it's 20 mission. I think early game, I'd rather spend 20 minutes here getting myself diamond droids right off the bat than spending 20 minutes getting 20 chips, right? 42 for that one. This one's down to 7 minutes. Late game, that's going to be really handy, especially with R2-D2, I think. You could put those two and maybe even BB-8 and be running Beskar missions faster, more chance of getting Beskars, especially if you're up above 18. And then this last mission is the one that only goes with him. And he's 90 chips, 90% chance of chips, but the chips are junk, as you just saw. I mean, 50% of the time I got the 10 chips plus 10 bonus. And then a chance for the NovaCrystals. I didn't luck out. I didn't get any, but c'est la vie, so... Yeah, they did make it sound like he's going to be super good, but maybe they adjust. We'll see. But I think I'll put him on that mission again, but I think I'm going to log out for the night. That's way too much Droid Tycoon for me for one day. I'll just clean up all these things here. I hope that this has been somewhat helpful to you guys. Maybe it helps you make a decision on whether or not you want to purchase him or not. I think I can put him to use and I can make it worth my while. I think part of that decision is because I have a fair amount of other things already upgraded to a half decent level, so it kind of makes sense for me. But if I was a little bit earlier than I am now, I'm not so sure that I would be spending 75 crystals on that. I think it would be better to spend it on maybe the scrap bench and some of the other perks that you get. All right, I run all those together. All right, Dark Knight, I think that's it for me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you don't mind, giving a like on the video really helps out a lot. If you're interested in seeing more of this content, I don't only do Droid Tycoon. I kind of been focused on that a lot lately. I do also some Lego Fortnite. I don't know if that interests you. And I'm going to start doing a little bit more on my hunt for the Battle Royale sprites as well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. For you, the guys that joined me in the lobby here, I appreciate all the help. I mean, you're still grinding away at my scrap bench right now, and I'm about to bugger off. So, all right, have a good night or a good day, depending on where you're at. And no problem for the advice, Mr. 15783. We'll see you tomorrow or the next day.